I'm Jerico. As a company director with many years of management experience, I'll try to share business knowledge that's useful in the workplace, problems companies face, and how to solve workplace troubles in an easy-to-understand manner. So in this channel, I'll try to share the insights I've gained from businesses, technology, and living in the Philippines while balancing work, family, and everyday life. Have you noticed how tools like ChatGPT and other generative AI systems are suddenly popping out everywhere in the workplace? Just a year or two ago, the use of AI felt like something only tech teams or futurists were exploring. But now, it's becoming a part of a daily life that for all kinds of roles such as marketing, HR, finance, sales, and even project management. AI can now help draft emails, make meeting summaries, generate reports, translate languages, brainstorm ideas, and even write a code. It's fast, impressive, and it's reshaping how we get things done. But with all this progress, comes with a question, so big that it's impossible to ignore. Is AI actually going to help us work better? Or is it going to take our jobs? It's a topic that sparks excitement in some, concerns to others, and curiosity in just about everyone. So some people see AI as the ultimate productivity boost, a way to offload the boring stuff and focus on more meaningful tasks. Others worry that automation might replace the entire roles, or we lose control over how decisions are made in the workplace. So today, let's take a step back and really think about the future of AI in the office from a different and multiple perspectives. So we'll introduce specific examples such as drafting emails, taking meeting minutes, translating, and generating ideas. We'll encourage viewers to imagine how ChatGPT could be useful in their own workplace. Let's be honest, we have all those parts in our workday that feels like a little repetitive. Maybe it's writing the same kind of email over and over and trying to remember what actually got decided at the last meeting. Or staring at a blank screen when you need to come up with fresh new ideas fast. So here, generative AI tools really take on the spotlight. Now we're going to walk through the new real-world examples of how ChatGPT can make your workday easier and faster. We'll show you how it can help draft emails, take meeting minutes, translate contents, and generate ideas. Whether you're into HR, marketing, admin, customer support, or just managing your own schedules, there's probably a place where this kind of AI could take something out of your plate. So first is drafting emails. This could save you time and you would sound professional. So instead of spending 10 to 15 minutes carefully crafting a follow-up email, you can simply prompt ChatGPT with few details and it'll generate a polished email in seconds. So the benefit for this one is that it saves you time, reduces writer's block, and help maintains consistent professional tone. So if say for example, you're quite conscious with your grammar, ChatGPT can really help you into this. A specific example is that you need to send a reminder to a client who hasn't responded for quite some time. So instead of stressing about your wordings, your grammar, you can ask ChatGPT, write a polite follow-up email to a client about the proposal I sent last week. And then it produces a clear, respectful email that you can send immediately. Second scenario is taking meeting minutes, more accurate and less stress. So meetings often generates a lot of information and it's easy to miss or forget key points. So ChatGPT can take a raw transcript or a bulleted notes and instantly create concise, structured meeting minutes and of course, even highlight decisions, action items, and deadlines. So the benefit for this one is that it ensures everyone to stay on the same page, reducing the manual work and frees up time for follow-ups. So a concrete example for this one is, example, after a team call, upload your rough notes to ChatGPT and get back a neat summary. So probably it will generate the attendees, the main discussion topics, the decisions that was made during that meeting, and the specific action items with responsible persons. Another example or scenario is the translation. So you could break the language barrier quickly. So whether communicating with an international client or translating marketing materials, ChatGPT provides quick, context-aware translations. So you can specify the tone, the style, making sure your message fits the target audience perfectly. The benefit for this one is that you could communicate faster across languages without needing specialized translators for every task. So for example, you need to translate a client update into Spanish or Japanese or Korean. With ChatGPT, it provides a professional, accurate translation in moments, ready for review and sending. Another scenario also is generating ideas. So this could fuel your creativity. So when brainstorming campaigns, projects, or even team building activities, ChatGPT can suggest fresh ideas or alternative approaches. It can help overcome creative blocks by providing dozens of suggestions based on your input. Benefit of this is it could spark innovation and reduces the pressure to come up with ideas alone. You could prompt an example, say, give me 10 ideas for engaging remote employees in wellness activities. So after that, ChatGPT lists creative, actionable options instantly. So why does this matter in your workday? Basically, all of this boils down into efficiency, consistency, collaboration, and innovation. When you say efficiency, it could automate repetitive, time-consuming tasks so you can focus more into high-value work. For consistency, it maintains your quality, the professionalism, and communicating with other people will not be an effort or without extra effort. For collaboration as well, it could also improve clarity and follow through by creating clear meeting guidelines or meeting records and translations. And for innovation, it could boost your team's creativity with the AI brainstorming partner. So by using ChatGPT in these ways, you're not just saving minutes, you're freeing your mental energy and capacity to tackle the things that really require your expertise. And since AI handles repetitive tasks, you now have more time to focus more on creative work. Also, using generative AI such as ChatGPT to cut down on cost. So, whether you're running a small business, managing a team, or just trying to keep up with your to-do list, there's always more work than the hands to do it. With labor shortages becoming more common, especially in small and medium-sized companies, it's getting harder to keep things moving without burning out your team and yourself. So think of the generative AI as a digital assistant that is available 24/7, never needs a coffee break, and can help you in handling all the routine stuff so you and your team can focus more into the actual work that really moves the needle towards progress. AI handles repetitive tasks, letting humans focus for creative work. In many jobs, a significant amount of time is spent on routine. So repetitive, low-value tasks such as answering the same kinds of emails, scheduling meetings, transcribing or summarizing meeting notes, formatting documents, and doing the basic research or drafting of a very simple content. Now with AI, you can actually automate or assist with these tasks, operate 24/7, and work quickly and accurately. An example of this is that instead of writing 10 similar customer responses manually, you can provide a general response template to ChatGPT and generate all 10 in seconds. So the value is more time for creative or strategic work like designing new campaigns, developing new products, solving complex problems, and most of all, building relationships with your clients or your team members, which currently the AI cannot still do. So humans thrive when they can use their judgment, empathy, and ideas, while AI helps unlock more of that potential by handling the repetitive, busy work. We can expect to see cost and time savings. So AI completes tasks much more faster than humans, especially when the task is well-defined. Writing reports, translating documents, summarizing long text, creating lists, or organizing cluttered data. This allows businesses to shorten the turnaround times, speed up your workflows, and get more done with the same team. The effect of this one is cost savings. And there are two sides of cost savings. First is the direct savings, which means lesser time equals lesser labor cost. And the indirect savings, which means fewer errors, better quality, and faster decisions. So instead of hiring additional staff for every repetitive and support task, a business can use AI to scale output without scaling cost. So another example is an HR team of 3 can just use ChatGPT to draft job descriptions, create onboarding materials, generate frequency asked questions, and review and summarize candidates' profile. Without AI, they might need to hire another staff member. But with AI, they can do more with their current existing team. AI as a reliable tool for small and micro business facing labor shortages. So the challenge is many small and medium-sized businesses faces labor shortages, budget constraints, limited access to specialized talents like translators, copywriters, technical writers, etc. So hiring a new staff or outsourcing work can also be expensive or simply it's not possible. Routine and simple tasks may be replaced by AI. So AI tools like ChatGPT, image generators, and workflow automators are increasingly capable of handling repetitive, rule-based, or information-heavy tasks, like we mentioned earlier. So as AI becomes more competent and accessible, organizations are realizing they don't need to assign these tasks to people anymore. Now, this raises an obvious and valid concern: the anxiety. Will humans become unnecessary? I think it's not irrational. So when people hear that AI can now write, code, design, translate, and answer customer questions, it's understandable that, of course, we will have this anxiety and become worried. These feelings are especially strong among workers in roles that involve a lot of our routine tasks such as administrative assistants, junior writers, maybe customer service agents, data entry clerks, etc. The psychological impact of this is that uncertainty leads to anxiety, not just about job loss, but also about identity and purpose. So people worry that they may not have the skills or resources to adapt. And this fear is magnified in organizations that introduce AI without any training or support. The real risk being left behind without upskilling. So here's the bottom line. AI won't take your job, but someone using AI might. As AI evolves, the skills in demand are shifting. So from doing tasks manually to managing AI tools that do the tasks, from memorizing information to interpreting, validating, and applying information. So from execution to creativity to problem solving and decision making. So passed over for promotions or growth opportunities. So the opportunity is adaptability over job titles. So while the fear is real, here's the flip side. This is also a time of opportunity. What's needed now is you have to be willing to learn new skills like the correct prompting AI, data interpretation, and of course, our very own critical thinking, digital literacy, not just using software, but also understanding how this automation works. Soft skills like communication, leadership, empathy, and judgment, which AI still cannot replicate. So what can be done? You have to acknowledge the anxiety. It's valid, it's common, and most probably everyone has it. Second is you have to invest in learning. So even a little digital upskilling goes a long way. As what they said, change is constant. So you have to change your mindset. And of course, learn. Use AI. Don't compete with it. Learn how to partner with AI to enhance your current work or your future work. Also focus on human strengths. Creativity, strategic thinking, leadership, and empathy are still irreplaceable. So ChatGPT can be used as a complementary tool rather than completely eliminating humans. The key is to strike a balance between leaving it to AI and to human responsibility. So rather than fearing AI, mastering it can increase the value of your work. ChatGPT is a complementary tool, not a replacement. The idea that ChatGPT or similar AI tools could replace humans often dominates in the conversation. But in reality, the most powerful use of AI is when it works alongside you or the humans, not instead of them. So why does this matter? AI can generate context, summarize information, assist with data, or even answering routinary questions. But it still lacks context, empathy, nuance, and accountability, all of which are essential in the real-world work. So, in a real-world example, ChatGPT can help you draft an email in seconds, but only a human can understand the emotional tone needed when responding to a frustrated customer or a sensitive internal issue. The value of AI and human. AI gives you speed and scale. Humans provides judgment, ethics, and creativity. So together, they far more effective than either alone. So striking the right balance, AI versus human responsibility, is the key. Over-reliance of AI can create problems, but underutilizing it means you missed a lot of opportunities. Now, what are the dangers of over-reliance? By blindly trusting AI can also lead to mistakes because AI is not 100% accurate. So, it could lead to mistakes, misinformation, or tone-deaf communication. So, for example, an AI-written email might be grammatically perfect but emotionally off, especially in the sensitive scenarios. The danger also of underuse. So ignoring AI out of fear of habit keeps people stuck doing these repetitive, low-value work that could be automated or accelerated. That leads to burnout, inefficiency, and of course, you have this competitive disadvantage because your other colleagues or competitors are already using AI. So the best outcomes come when humans use AI as a tool and not as a substitute for thought. Mastering AI also increases the value of your work. So rather than fearing AI, individuals and teams should focus on learning how to use it effectively. So why does mastering AI matters? People who know how to work with AI will be more efficient, of course, more strategic, and more adaptable. So you become someone who can get more things done with better quality and in less time. It's not about coding. You don't need to be a programmer to master AI tools. All you need to learn is how to ask the good question, which is prompting. Validate the AI-generated context or content. Apply the outputs to real-world tasks and use AI to augment your unique human strengths. So what it unlocks? Career growth. That means you'll stand out as a forward-thinking, tech-savvy professional. More meaningful work. That means you can offload boring tasks and focus on what matters. And creative freedom. AI can handle the structure while you bring in the soul. AI isn't here to replace you. It's here to remove the parts of your job that you don't require you to be a human. If we treat ChatGPT and similar tools as a collaboration and not competitors, we move into a future of work that's not about replacement, but elevation. The key is to embrace AI thoughtfully, strike a balance with the human oversight, and continue to grow your own skills, especially the ones that AI can't replicate. So if you found this video helpful, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more insights about business growth and digital strategies. See you in the next one. Bye!